All right, hi, Mr. Romero. So my name is Denae. Can you see me okay?
I can see
Okay.
you.
I'm currently a student at Trinity, Washington University. So I'm here to conduct a oral history interview on Trinity alumni students
Mhm.
for my oral history final project. So I was looking, so my Professor Wright gave us the list of Trinity alumni to choose from, and I chose you, and I chose another person who I have to interview at 2:30. So I'm just
Mhm.
going to be asking you just 5 questions, and if there's anything you want to add, feel free to add. Um,
Okay.
yeah, feel free to add. All right, so the first question is when and where were you born, and did you grow up there?
So first of all, hi, my name is Arbey. I was actually born in Honduras, San Pedro Sula, Honduras, and I came to the US when I was a baby. I was like a year and a half. So I don't remember anything from my country and I've never been. So I actually grew up in Clinton, North Carolina, which is like in the depths of like the forest with like the
Okay.
trees, like
Hmm.
the trees and the cows. So when I got here, I was like, "Oh, what the heck is this?"
Yeah, it's totally different about it's too fast. It's fast paced.
Yeah, like I had never even seen a homeless person, so like it was like a like a complete culture shock over here. Like everything was so different, so diverse, like so many different kind of people over there. It was just sorry to bring race into this, but I had only like seen like Mexicans, Hondurans, white people, African Americans, and like I had never seen any other. Like I had never met a deaf person. I had never seen like a
Yeah,
red.
you come to DC, you did a whole bunch of
Yeah,
things.
it was completely different. But yeah, I was raised in a small little town where nobody knew who I was.
I
Yeah.
wish I was raised in a small, yeah, because DC, when you from DC, you know everybody. You know somebody that you knew that person knew. Like
Yeah.
DC is too small for me.
Yeah, no, literally.
Yeah, yeah, that's DC for you though. Um, so my next question is, what did you want to be when you grew up?
So my dream career goal is a physician assistant, which I am in the process of applying.
Okay.
Um, so when I graduated Trinity, I started working for MedStar Washington Hospital Center down the street from you
Okay.
guys. And so I currently work as a patient care technician. The reason why is because in order to apply to graduate school or PE program, they require to have like, well, the minimum amount of hours that I could find is 1,000, but other schools require like 2,000 hours of clinical experience. So,
Okay.
um, I don't want to be a phlebotomist because I feel like that's kind of boring. So I want
Yeah.
to do, yeah, so I want to do like more hands-on. So right now I'm a patient care technician. It's kind of like a CNA, but a bit more. We do a lot
Mm-hmm.
more because it's a trauma one level center hospital.
Yeah.
So it like you see everything, like the
Trust
craziest.
me. Yeah, that's like the busiest hospital in DC. So mine is
Mhm.
kind of similar. So I'm currently majoring in information technology. I graduate next year. So
Okay.
once I graduate, I want to be a NICU nurse. So I'm going to apply for I want to apply for the nursing program.
You know what? Props to you because I've been floated to a NICU department
Uh-huh.
and I don't know. I don't think I can do it because babies require so much like care.
Yeah.
Like
And it's like very intense because they're sick babies. You know,
yeah,
they're going to live or, pass away.
yeah.
So it is kind of intense unit, but I love little babies. I love kids.
Uh, I love them too, but my thing is like I feel like I'm too clumsy to hold a baby.
Okay.
Yeah, like I be bumping into everything at work, like dropping stuff. I'm like,
Yeah,
and then
and them babies are like very tiny, like small
yeah,
sometimes.
so no, thank you, but props to you, girl.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, it was either that or a pediatric nurse, but
Mhm.
pediatric nursing, everybody is a helicopter parent when it comes to family, like their
Mhm.
family members, but pediatric. parents, they're a little too intense for me. They
Yeah.
want to
Mhm.
know by the minute. So,
Yeah. I actually wanted to be a pediatrician too. Uh,
okay.
before I changed it to PA, but I
Mhm.
looked at the amount of years of school and
He
girl,
was like, yeah, no, not for me.
that's like 8 to 10 years. And I'm like, no, there's
Oh,
only
no.
so much.
Let me do something, get my life, yeah,
Yeah,
started. That makes
quick money. Yeah.
sense. So, my third question is, what brought you to Trinity and was it your first college choice?
No, I actually applied to so many different other schools. And so basically I followed where the money was. And so um like I said, I'm from North Carolina, so never in a million years would I have thought that I would end up in DC,
Hmm.
by myself with no family like over here. So I actually found out about the Dream.us scholarship, which is for undocumented immigrants. And
Hmm.
so I found out through it by this one friend from I went to early college, and so she was telling me about it. She was like, "Yeah, you should apply," and because I was gonna settle for a 2 year program at a community college, because I was always told that like I couldn't get an education or like a big education, like work in hospitals stuff like that.
Hmm.
Um, and so like when she told me about it, I was like, huh, that's like interesting. Let's see. I mean, the worst they could say was no. And so I got accepted. And so I got the Dream That You scholarship along with the leadership scholarship from Trinity. And so that covered everything from school. So I didn't have to pay a dime. If anything, I was getting free money, low key. Um, shout out to Trinity. They were really great to me. And so, yeah, that's how I found out about it. And which is interesting because I actually ended up having a class with one of her sisters, and I didn't know who her sister was.
Full
And I was
circle.
like, yeah, so I was like, what a small world. Like, how,
Told you DC small. I told you DC is small. What
yeah.
was your first college choice though?
I was actually planning to go to this one college called Meredith College, and it was
Okay.
actually all girls school too.
Hmm.
But funny thing is that I didn't even know Trinity was a girls school until I got accepted, and I got
Yeah.
and everything. But Meredith College was my first choice because they offered me a good amount too. And the only thing I didn't like is that it was like a predominantly white school. So nothing on white people, but like sometimes when I'm in the only Hispanic in a room full of white people, I feel some type of way. I don't know
You
why.
feel like the outball, like it's just like people staring at you. You just like,
Yeah, like
hey,
the outcast. Yeah.
yeah.
So Trinity made me feel a little bit more like home. Like I wasn't the only one there. So yeah, and it's crazy because Trinity used to be a predominantly white school.
It did.
Yeah,
But
and then it
change
changed.
happened. Yeah, that
Mhm.
was kind of similar. So at first I was attending you. So my sister actually graduated from Trinity back in 2009. She got her
Okay.
criminal justice degree from there, and then she went on to Howard to get her master's.
Oh
Originally,
wow.
I was actually attending UDC,
Okay.
but and then I changed my major so much. I was a computer science major, nursing major, social work major, respiratory therapist, and then I came to Trinity. I came to Trinity
Wow.
like in 2024. So like
So
last
ba- so basically you just want to do everything.
basically. Very indecisive person.
No,
Very.
nothing wrong with that. I mean, you should see how many times I changed mine.
It's Meredith College in North Carolina.
Yes, it's in Raleigh actually, the
Raleigh. Oh,
capital.
okay, okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes. But no, then I got accepted to Trinity. And I was like, yeah, let's come over
Might as
here.
well. They paying
Yeah.
for half of it. Might as well come.
Yeah.
Always
And
go with the money. That's my mother always tell me. Go where you get the most money. Even my high school college counselor said that, like, go where you get the most money. Because at first I was
yeah.
going to go to Virginia State University. Like when I graduated high school, I was
Mhm.
like, one, I don't want to be away from home. Because me, I'm very introverted. Like,
Really? Girl, I wanted to leave home. That's why I came all the way over here too.
I'm a
I love
very
my
introvert
parents.
person.
Yeah, no, I love my parents, but it was time to
Really,
go.
I'm just no, like I'm just I don't, but I'm working on it. And then I didn't want to share a dorm with nobody because it's just like I like to have my space. I don't want
Wait, you guys have to share a dorm now, right?
So I don't stay on campus.
Oh, okay.
Trinity is not far from my house. So I don't, it's like maybe a 20 minute, 20 minute drive.
Oh, not
So
bad, not
yeah,
bad.
I don't, yeah. But then COVID happened because I
Yeah.
graduated high school in 2020. So I graduated smack middle of COVID.
Oh, okay.
So I'm glad I kind of didn't go, kind of did stay
Girl,
home.
no, let me tell you, you should have because I went to Trinity peak COVID.
Really?
Yeah, I was there August 2020 and it was a ghost town. There was nobody there. But girl, it was like COVID never happened. I was out every
She
weekend.
feel like COVID never happened. And then the thing
Oh
about
wait.
it is the mayor, she stopped putting this mandatory like curfew. I'm like, listen, it's too much going on. It's too much. It's literally
No,
too much. But
that curfew
yeah,
didn't apply to us. That curfew didn't apply to us.
I was
But
like, I'm gonna stay home. And I'm glad I did because if I would have went to Virginia State, I probably would have just came home and just reapplied, like applied to another college. I wouldn't went back.
mm, no, I actually enjoyed COVID. That's kind of
Really?
messed. So messed up to say, but I really did enjoy COVID.
I didn't enjoy COVID because one, I didn't go to prom. We didn't have a prom. We didn't have a
Oh,
we didn't have a proper graduation. Our graduation was in the parking lot of our school.
girl, same.
So I couldn't, I mean, I don't know. I do regret not having prom, but it's okay.
Girl, it's funny because my last day of school was prom. Like that was the last.
Really.
That was the last time I saw my friends. Like prom.
But last time I saw my friends with press was the beginning of March. They gave us our computers in hand, said, listen, virtual learning, see y'all on Monday on Zoom. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Cool.
I remember the date too. It was March 13th. The day
March
before.
3rd, exactly. March 3rd. I was like, well, hey, I'll see y'all in June then. But no, I did see them before June because we had to pick up our cap and gown. But after that, I didn't see nobody. I talked to maybe one person from my
Mm-hmm.
school.
2 weeks turned into 2 years. That's
2 years.
crazy.
I was like, you know what? It is what it is.
That's what it is.
It is.
You know what's crazy? I didn't walk the stage, right? And
Uh-huh.
then it turns out when I graduated from Trinity, it was raining. I'm
I
so
hope it
sorry.
don't rain on my graduation.
No, I hope not
I
either.
hope because
Because
I
they do it
graduated
out
in May.
right this year. No,
No,
you're
next
junior.
year.
Yeah,
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 next year. So I hope it don't rain.
yeah. Because they do it outside, rain or
Oh, in
shine.
that field. Because when my sister graduated, when she graduated, it was
Oh, ultras. It was still hot.
I was like, oh, and then y'all standing on grad. I said, it's time to go. It's time to go. I don't know. And then it was wearing all black. So I know y'all hot.
Oh, not the funeral. No, I'm
Yeah.
just
Their cap and gowns was like all black. I was like, I know y'all hot.
I wish we had cuter ones, but I
Did you
guess
graduate? Hey, y'all had all black, right?
yeah, we have black. Yeah.
Maybe they should change it up. Get purple in there or something. School
Yeah,
colors is gold and purple. Like spice it. Hey.
like purple gown, like with yellow, like
Yeah. Hey, just give me my diploma. No one cares what y'all do. Just give me my Okay, so what is this? I don't even know what question we on. Oh, let's see. Okay. Did you have a mentor or role model at Trinity while you were attending Trinity?
yes, I did actually. So first it was Janet Aguilera, I think her last name was.
Hmm.
She was the advisor for the Dream.us scholars. So she really was really there for me. So she started this one program called the Dream.us peer mentor, and so basically it was an internship and we could apply for it, and what we did was we became mentors for other students that were incoming scholars and that were trying to transition from high school to college, and because that could be a little hard
Yeah,
because it's not the same.
that's your whole new environment, whole new people.
Yeah. So it was just me and this other girl and these other two girls, and we each had like 10 to 15 students that we would meet with like every like once a week or so,
Okay.
and we would guide them. So like she was a mentor for us that taught us how to be a mentor for other
The other people.
people.
I did look up your link profile. I wanted to because I was you because I want to make sure it was you. So I did read about that dream mentor, how you did help people, I guess, transition from high school to college,
Mhm.
and facilitate that environment. Okay. So did you
Yeah.
like? Do you still do that?
No. So I think they ended that Oh wait, no, they didn't because I actually just spoke at an event not too long ago. Yeah, I think they're still doing it.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
mistaken. But yeah, Janet started it and then she got pregnant and then she left.
Um,
She was just gonna go on maternity leave, but she wanted to be with her baby, so she gave the position to Rosa, which Rosa was also pretty freaking great. Like because of her is why I have the job that I have now.
okay.
Because he knew somebody from inside the hospital that knew somebody, and so they like that's how I got in because I had been trying to get in ever since I was like a sophomore, but for some reason I guess I had to have a bachelor's.
Yeah.
So
It's you always have to have some type of back. It's something. It's always something extra you have to do to get what
mhm.
you want. But
No, literally. And so Rosa was pretty great too. She was a bit younger than Janet, but they were
mhm,
both pretty great and they always like were on top of me making sure that like I was going for what I'm actually said I was going for, like
yeah.
making those steps, getting my clinical experience hours and making sure that I had the information in order to apply and everything. But yeah, they were pretty great. They taught me a bunch of leadership skills.
Hmm.
Throughout high school, I developed those too, but like this one was more of like actually, I guess more in the adult version.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we hosted events for students. We learned how to be compassionate for others, especially if they're going through something. Because I mean, high school is different than being
College.
an adult. Yeah, because high school is more like drama, but over here is more like serious stuff, like financial problems,
Yeah.
relationship problems. Like
Hmm.
people are older, they're married, have kids. It's different.
Yeah, it's a
So
whole nother environment. I feel like, especially in high school, you know how you're in high school, people are like on your back 24/7. College,
yeah,
no, you either want to go to class, do what you want
yeah,
to do, and graduate. People are not
yeah.
really the case like that. So,
And you kind of have to figure it out on your own, but like she kind of wanted us to be there for people because some people can't do it on their own. They have to like have someone to like be like, hey, like you got this,
you need that.
like
Some people need that guidance.
yeah. And so that was our job, and she like taught me how to like be compassionate for others. Like we would have meetings of like what like she would teach us like different types of theories in order like to help people. It
Okay.
was like presentations, like classes basically, yeah. And
That
so
sounds like a good program. That sounds
yeah.
like something good to put on your resume too.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I'm glad that I get to have that on my resume, yeah. Yeah.
I like that.
Mhm.
I wish I did. See, my high school, we didn't have that. I feel
Really?
like no. We had like so when I got to my senior year of high school, I had a job. I was working with Link Strategic Partners. It was a
Mhm.
nonprofit organization
Okay.
that works around the community of DC, partner with different partners, how to make their work better and stuff like that. But yeah, we didn't really have no Our mentor was our counselor. She was a
Really?
phenomenal. She was phenomenal. She literally left after my class graduated. But she was
Oh.
like, I'm not dealing with the next class after yours.
Oh. I feel like everything after us, it just went downhill.
Just she was like, she went up to Vail up in Northwest.
Uh-huh.
She said, I really don't even like it there either. She said, because it's not the same. I was like,
Yeah.
hey, you're not gonna get another one of us. Even though
Yeah.
we get on her nerves. Yeah.
Not to brag, but we were the best generation.
Miss, if you mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 23.
Oh, okay, we're the same age.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Graduated the same year of high school, yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. So my other question is, how did Janet, contribute to your academic and personal growth?
Okay, so you're gonna have to add Janet and Rosa together because
Oh, Janet and Rosa, yes.
yeah, because they both were like Janet started it, Rosa finished it.
Okay.
So Janet, so she would meet with the three mentors, me and the other two girls individually, and
Uh-huh.
she would ask us like, oh, what are we doing, like what are we struggling with, like what steps are we taking in order to like apply to the graduate program, like what do you need from me, like what can I do to help you. And so like that really pushed us. Sorry, say the question again.
How does she contribute to your academic and personal growth?
Right. Okay. Yeah. And so we would have these meetings, and these meetings were basically to make sure that we weren't slacking. Like, because obviously we had students of our own, but like she wanted to make sure that we were also like on the right track. And so I started this program in my junior year. And so she was basically making sure that I was on the right track. So she was like, "Okay, what are you doing for your clinical experience right now?" And at that time, I was working in home health care, and I really didn't like that. And I was also struggling because I hadn't applied for my card, my green, not my green card, my employment authorization. So
Mhm.
was another struggle for me as well, and because I also didn't have my license, it was a whole thing.
It was a lot.
And so, yeah. And so like I was like trying to apply for different jobs, and like in order to get more clinical experience, because here I was just working like 10 hours a week. It was really just to like get by in college.
Mhm.
And then she left, and then that's when Rosie came in, and she got to work. She was like, all right, I know this person like that can get you in, like if you really want this, and like you have the hours that you accumulated in
Mhm.
hours of experience that you accumulated in home health, so I can get you in for the hospital, because most big places they ask for like experience.
Yeah.
um
I need me a
so
reason then.
yeah, my thing is like one thing that really gets me mad is like when I first started looking for jobs is like they wanted people, right? But they wanted you to have experience. But it's like, how am I supposed to get experience if you're not giving me the opportunity?
Hey, OMG, we are such a like, I do not like jobs like that. Like, I'm here
Yeah,
to get the experience so I can move up in either your department or I can go somewhere else with the experience to move up in that.
yeah, like just trust me. Like I'm telling
Right? Give me a chance.
you, yeah, give me one more chance.
Give me one
Like
chance.
just trust me. Like I can guarantee that I'll be like a great asset to your team.
Right.
But most people they look at your resume basically.
Yeah. Even when you think they're not looking, trust me, they're looking. But
So right now, like I'm applying to PA programs, right? And that's why with thanks to Trinity, like my resume looks good, like because of that leadership program, that was one. And I also did an internship at the Johns Hopkins University, so I feel like when they see
oh,
you
I actually work at Sibley.
at where.
Sibley Hospital, which is a part of John Hopkins. That's up in
Really?
Northwest.
That's all you need, girl. They
Mhm.
if they see the name Johns Hopkins, they're like, oh, she's smart.
Right.
So like,
That's on my resume. That's on my LinkedIn profile.
you
Right at
know
the
what?
top.
Put that at the top.
I mean, it's at the top. Bold.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Highlight. No, but yeah, like so I think my resume for now is pretty good. And so in order to continue to the next step, I hope so.
You
Fingers
will
crossed.
get into a nice PA school. Trust me, you will. You are smart.
I hope so.
All right. So my last question is, what do you hope current and future Trinity students would do going forward to preserve the university's legacy? Mm.
So I actually am doing some of that work on my own time, and
Okay.
I don't really tell anybody, but like so my cousin actually goes to Trinity. I she graduated high school, and I saw that she was just at home, and so um I heard that her mom had told my mom something about how like she wants to go to college, but people told her that she can't go to school because she's undocumented. So I was like, hey, like I helped her apply. I like edited her essay.
Mhm.
She got it. And then I also this other girl also just got accepted. I also helped her get in because
Okay.
it's like a whole thing. Like people tell us that we can't go to school, and then
To
like
put you down.
they put them down. And so anytime I hear somebody that's undocumented from back home that like they don't know what to do with their life, I'm like, girl, apply
You're
at
the
least.
one that steps up and like, listen, if I did
Yeah,
it, you're gonna do it too. And you ain't got
yeah,
no choice because I'm right here to help you.
Yeah, literally. And so this girl, like, I would like spend hours with her on like FaceTime, like helping with her essay, like, no, this sounds better, or like helping her with the steps. And she got it. She actually got both the leadership and the Dream US scholarship. So that's two on my list so far. I hope there's more, but
It
I
will, because you're doing amazing. That's what I want to do, something like that. Like I want to help some. I think
yeah.
that's why I want to be a nurse, because I love helping people. But I
Mhm.
like what the work you're doing. I want to do work like that.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't do it for myself. I do it mainly for like my community. Like it feels good. It feels good to help people in need like that.
Mm-hmm. Aw.
Yeah. So and it's cute because the girl that just got it, she was like my mom ever since she told me, she was like, you want to know something funny? I was like, yeah, what's up? And she was like, my mom ever since I was in middle school, she was like, Arbey went to early college, so you're gonna go to early college. And then she was like, Arbey went to the school, so now you're gonna go to the school. I was like, oh, that's actually cute. So I was like a role model for somebody, so I found that cute. Yeah.
And I feel like with Trinity, especially like being an all women's college, like it's gonna, I guess as the years go by, it's gonna be in a positive direction. Like it's
Yeah.
gonna, I feel like everybody will know about Trinity, especially since it being an all women's college too. Like
Uh,
great people came from Trinity. Only one Nancy Pelosi.
yeah, Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, so I like Trinity. It's cool.
No, at first I was like, "What the hell?" But no, but Trinity, it grew on me because then like you gain sisterhood. Like
Yeah,
the food
you
isn't
meet
all
your
that
long
great.
white friends.
Yeah, and the food
Yeah.
isn't all that great, but like you get used to it.
You know, I never ate from the cafeteria.
You
I
have a
never.
name in the go on Taco Tuesdays.
Okay, Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, yep, I have a class. I have three classes on Tuesday. So I'll partake it. And at first, it took me like, because when I first went to Trinity, I did not know where nothing was. I knew where the library was. But the cafeteria took me about like 3 days to find. I was like, so where's
Really?
this cafeteria? Yeah, I didn't know nothing. I was just there.
It's
I just
such
went
a
to class.
success.
Yeah, I didn't. Somehow I knew where the vending machine was though.
I'm done. I'm done.
Cafeteria, no. Yeah,
Apparently they're gonna rebuild alumni.
they
Did
are.
you did you see the email?
I
I
don't get.
saw I saw an email that they got like money for like in order like to build alumni, and I was like, oh, so y'all gonna do it when I left?
All right now, Trinity, come on with the funds. Come on
Yeah.
with the funds to do
Oh,
something.
he gets money. Everybody
Yeah.
else. Hmm.
I wish they rebuild like the inside of the main building, because you know how when you walk up the steps you hear like a creak. Oh,
Crack. Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
listen.
I think that's the purpose of it though, because when my sister came to visit me, she was like, "Oh my god, this place looks like where a princess